Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. I am recording this video 1:05, and the only reason I'm recording now is because tomorrow I'm going to church. So I won't have time to record. But there's a few things that are going down. The SANDF has released a statement because there are South Africans that are gunned down, which I want us to read. And I'm also going to play a video for Julius Malema because CIC has said this. He said this, that our soldiers, they must be brought home. They don't have enough training to be going there. I want us to play that video for CIC. Also, I want us guys to talk about the DA and the ANC. I mean, there's nothing much to say because we don't know if the DA is leaving. Doesn't seem like the DA wants to leave. Paul Machete said they must leave if they don't want to implement the act that has been signed by the president. John Steenhuisen on the other side is saying, yeah, we are being taken for fools as doormats. The ANC just wants to use us for numbers. Also, because the DA is getting a lot of pressure and a lot of pushback from the DA supporters. So they are also in a quite. John Steenhuisen is in a tight spot. I was listening to him when I was doing the press briefing. He's getting a lot of pressure from the DA supporters, and I feel like Helen is not helping him out at all. He's just letting Helen has just hung Steenhuisen to dry, because if you honestly looking at Helen Zille, she's been way too quiet. This is not the Helen that we know. A Helen would have spoken out. She's been. So why is Helen so mute? Why is she so quiet? Why is she not helping out John Steenhuisen? Anyway, so just before we get right into it, I want to read the statement. Um, there's also another rumor going around. I don't know what's happening. Yes, today I was like busy the whole day. When I logged on Twitter, I found that there's a article going around saying that there's a sex scandal rocks the Zuma MK party. So I'm hearing that there's a story that's gonna drop tomorrow regarding this. I don't want to speak on it because there's no name that has been released, and I don't want to mention anyone's name on rumors. If it is proven that someone else did commit a sexual offense, then we will take it from there. But my question is like, who? I've heard a few rumors on the names, but obviously we're not sure. I think we'll find out. I wonder who. That's the $1 million question. Anyway, rumors that it might be breaking tomorrow, but we shall see. Let's read the statement, guys, from the Department of Defense, Republic of South Africa. It says that the South African National Defense Force and counterparts push back the M23 advance towards Goma in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. After 2 days of fierce fighting with the M23 rebel group in the Eastern DRC, the South African contingent and its counterparts were able to halt the advancement of the rebel group towards Goma, the provincial capital of the Eastern DRC. The M23 hostile forces had launched a full-scale attack on our troops with the intention of taking over Goma, but were unable to advance due to the heroic resistance put up by our gallant fighters. Our forces were not only able to halt the M23 advancement, but were able to push them back. The intention of M23, amongst others, is also to take over the city of Goma, but it met with heavy resistance from the SANDF contingent, which managed to prevent them from proceeding into Goma. Anyway, this statement is written so nicely. They're not getting to the part where they mention South African soldiers being killed. They're like, they've done such an amazing job. Okay, in the course of the gallant resistance against M23 rebels, the South African National Defense Force lost 9 members by Friday. You see, they first spoke about good things. The South African, they prevented the city of Goma from being taken over, only to say, when the South African Defence lost 9 members. Nine South African soldiers have killed or unalived. 24 January 2025. After 2 days of fierce fighting, 7 of these members were part of South African contingent deployed in the Eastern DRC in December 2023 as part of the 16-member region bloc SADC mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and 2 members were from MONUSCO. The number of injured is still to be confirmed. However, a few suffered various degrees of injuries. The members put up a brave fight to prevent the rebels from proceeding to Goma, as was their intention, and were pushed back by SA contingent. The process of informing families of the deceased members is currently underway. The Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Ms. Njimo Tshega, the Deputy Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Majgen Bantu Olomisa, and Minister Richard Klope, together with the Acting Secretary for Defense, Dr. Tobe Kile Gamete, and the Chief of the South African National Defense Force, General Rudzani Maphanya, send their heartfelt condolences to the families of the deceased and the entire defense family. Aisha, this is exactly what Julius Malema said. Uguti, our soldiers are not trained enough. And he said that they are being set up for failure. I'm gonna play that clip now. He said that they are really being set up for failure. Well, so and you know, honestly, our soldiers don't train. They're busy making TikTok videos. Someone was saying that, and it's true. I often come across videos from soldiers making TikTok videos. So, I mean, it's quite sad. It's really, really sad. And condolences to the families.
Cyril Ramaphosa wants to kill our children in DRC. Those rebels, what our Shashara DRC, they are well equipped. Bonabadiam, Barlata basing. Who goes to a base of an army if you know that thing is an army and is powerful? There's no army. So they are sent there to be killed because they are not properly trained. They must come back home, and we must stop with any military deployment until we are fit and proper. Just take a walk and look at a South African soldier walking. You see a demoralized man who's carrying a rifle, and you see that rifle is heavy on him. He's not even fit to carry that rifle. They killed it.
Anyway, guys, another thing that I want to quickly touch on just before I end this video is the DA and I don't know what's happening there. It's funny enough, it's so crazy. They're fighting over things that we didn't even expect them to fight over. Sorry, Kusazi NHI. Things that they're gonna fight about. And I feel like it's gotten to a point where the ANC, of course, the battle lines have been drawn now. Paul Mashatile is more vocal about where he stands. He's more vocal about which side he's on, unlike before. Because now he's like, yeah, if the DA doesn't want to implement these policies, they must step aside. They must move themselves from the GNU. We'll find other people to work with. So I feel like the battle lines have been drawn. Paul Mashatile is more vocal than ever before.
Minister McPherson, if he doesn't want to implement the law, he must resign, because it means he doesn't belong there. We're not going to allow any minister in government to do as they like. We are appointed by the president, we are accountable to the president, we implement the laws of the land. That's it. There is no two ways about it. If he wants to raise his concerns, he must raise it with the president, but no one should go out in public and say, I'll never implement the law. That we're not going to allow. No, the GNU is fine. It's just troubled by some silly people. The GNU is fine, we're working very well, but from time to time, there are people who want to mess up. And the president must deal with them decisively. We can't allow this. It's important that we focus on the program we've agreed on as a government of national unity.
And not treated merely as a doormat or treated as simply there to make up the numbers. we have to seriously consider our next steps. The DA, and I want to be very clear about this, the DA will not be reduced to being mere spectators in a government of which we bring a large part of the seats. I want the people of South Africa to know that the DA does not take this step lightly. We understand the grave implications, not only for politics, but for the future of governance in South Africa. The seriousness of this situation demands that we do engage other parties in the GNU too, who, like us, have publicly come out against the acts of the recent week, and particularly the IFP, who have now come out very strongly against the Expropriation Act too. We are invoking Clause 19 in pursuit of an urgent reset in the relations, because South Africa deserves a functioning coalition where partners treat each other with respect in pursuit of the solutions to the country's many pressing problems. The solutions must work to undo the failed policies of the past 30 years and set South Africa sailing on a new path of hope, prosperity and opportunity for more South Africans.
On the other side, John Steenhuisen is under pressure. He's really, really under pressure. I feel like they've hung him out to dry. Helen Zille is not coming out. He's not helping him. He's not defending. Helen Zille is... And I'm thinking, are they setting up John Steenhuisen for failure? Are they doing it so that they can say, no, John Steenhuisen made those decisions, not us? Yeah. Funny enough, they're not even addressing the issue of JP. Who JP Smith, one of their long-standing members of the Democratic Alliance, who's in their security department, whose house or whose office was raided by the police for fraud, alleged fraud, money laundering, and all those things. They're not addressing that. So there's just a lot going on, and I feel like this is gonna be bad for John Steenhuisen, honestly. And I was actually in their live yesterday when they were announcing, when they had a press briefing, and I was just reading the comments. A lot of people were unhappy with the DA, and they are telling them that you need to leave the GNU. Why are you still there? Leave. Yeah, well, a lot of people, that's what they were commenting. Leave, leave, leave. Why are you still there? How long? Where is it gonna get to in order for you guys to decide that no, the ANC have done you dirty? And a lot of people were saying, we can see that you don't have power. Leave the GNU. So I mean, we still maintain that the DA will never leave the GNU. They want the powers. They want the powers. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As I said, I'm recording this video. The time now is 1:14. If you don't believe me, let me show you. I know by the time I wake up in the morning, there's gonna be breaking news. You see, 1:15. I know by the time I wake up tomorrow, there's gonna be breaking news. I'm just making this video now because I know that I'm not gonna get another chance. So let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Because Sana, let me know what you think about the soldiers. You know, if you think it's fair for us to be sending soldiers around when our soldiers are not even trained properly. I mean, you're really setting up for failure. And let me know what you think is going to happen about the DA. Do you think they're finally going to walk away? I don't think so. But what do you think they're going to do? Because the ANC, and I saw people of the DA, they were saying the DA was more effective when they're in opposition than what's happening to them now. And hopefully the story for the MK, I pray it breaks tomorrow. Ukuti, who assaulted who? Are these people both in the MK party, the assaultee and the assaulter? I don't know. We're going to find out tomorrow. Anyway, guys, the struggle continues. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is free of charge. You support this channel by subscribing. Subscribe. Okay? Our aim is to get to 20K. Please, let's get to 20K by the end of February. Let's get to 20K. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zizipo Lupelwana. I know I don't introduce myself. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is Simple Politics. This is where we simplify everything politics. This is where we react to everything politics. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Aluta continua.